Hi, my name's Elton Boocock, and today we're going to go beyond the AI buzzwords. So I think the real opportunity for an installation business when it comes to AI is just seeing how it can transform even the basic things. So looking at the patterns that happen in your installation business and thinking, hold on, this keeps happening, so could AI give me some insights into it? Because that's really what it's good at. I think the reason the AI conversation is about right now is we're probably between two stages. So first of all, the stage when AI was too new and everybody's just messing about with it. There's crazy pictures that we'd see, people putting stuff up into ChatGPT and getting a nice little image, which is all fun. And then the future where actually AI is going to be embedded into everything. So now's the time, because we need to get on board as AI is growing so that we learn it at a basic level rather than being washed away when it's suddenly everywhere and we just don't understand even the basics. Okay, so remember, AI is a pattern matching machine. So anything that's a pattern, AI is fantastic at. So we need to look at data. That's a great place to start using AI. So could it be the sales? So looking into your sales, which ones did you win? Which ones did you lose? Why? AI is great at that. So it could be that you've used tools like Claude or Rilla in terms of recording sales meetings specifically, finding out, okay, when we used this script, we didn't win the pitch. When we used the other script, we did. When they came to the showroom, we did win the sale. When they didn't, we didn't win it. All that sort of data, you've got it. And tools like, obviously, the Rilla in that case would be really, really powerful. But even with surveyors, when surveyors go out on site, what is it that they're picking up that's different to what the sales guy saw? Is there a pattern? A sales guy's always forgetting a specific thing. Is it a specific sales guy that's always forgetting something that's important to the job? You see, if you just try and remember that as a human, we can, but actually AI is perfect at picking up the pattern and therefore showing you some insights that previously would have just taken too long to gather. Yes, I think AI doing the heavy lifting is definitely now, we can see it in marketing, it's doing lots. So writing copy, even basic tools like ChatGPT are great at helping you write things. That might be writing that difficult email. It might be helping you come up with the next idea for what you're going to do in your marketing, but also in data once again. So using tools like Copilot inside of Excel or Claude Cowork inside of your whole office environment to do things. So Cowork could be tidying up all of your folders based on specific prompts to get in and really tidy things up. Yeah, you can do it as a human, but that's the job you're going to be doing all weekend long. AI can do that in minutes. If you put Copilot into your spreadsheets, you can put in the assumptions for your plan and then have the entire spreadsheet all built out. Done that recently with a business plan where I just gave it the assumptions and said, build me all of the P&L, the balance sheet, the cash forecast. All of those things can be done really quickly using AI. Okay, the reason that you're seeing every company suddenly start talking about AI is because it's the new cocaine. It's as simple as that. Everybody wants AI because of the buzzwords. Everybody feels like they're missing out because everybody's talking about it, and it's just self-perpetuating. So that's the reason everybody's putting AI into everything. What you need to be careful of is whether it's actually helping you as an installation business. When you hear the term AI powered, to begin with you think, well, that's got to be good. But of course you need to understand, what does it even mean? So typically what we might mean by AI powered is, rather than just using a lookup in a database, we're using AI to go a little bit deeper than that. That would be a good example of what AI powered means. So So when we look at machine learning, most people think of AI as ChatGPT, and of course it isn't. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of these things are generative AI, they're LLMs, large language models, but they actually fit under a thing called machine learning. Machine learning is just about patterns once again, so all it's doing is understanding patterns in data. So two terms that we should clear up is automation and AI. It's a really common one where people will ask me for AI in something. What they really mean is automation. AI typically is about understanding, so the LLM will go away and actually understand what it sees from potentially a messy set of information. Whereas automation just simply says, when you do this, do that. After you've done that, do this. And it's just a series of steps. Now when it gets really powerful is when you combine automation and AI together, so that one of the steps might be about understanding before it moves to the next step. So the difference between, let's say, an AI chatbot or an AI assistant and just a search bar in a costume is the power that happens beneath it. If all you're doing is using your AI chatbot or assistant to go away and bring you back information, that's a search box, and we've had them for a long time. The real difference is when we add meaning, when we can decipher the information that's been searched by the chatbot, but then it can add meaning to that. That's when it becomes really powerful. And the only way you do that is by feeding it the right information and only the right information. One of the things AI is really good at is predictive insights. Now it's not just AI, we've had that for a while. If I've seen a pattern of sales increasing or survey times being extended, delivery times being extended, I can forecast that and suggest that the line just carries on. Why does AI make that different? Because it can just take in so much more context. So it can have a look at so many more different sources and then really help to predict what's going to come next. So predictive analysis with AI suddenly becomes far more accurate and far more useful for you as an installation company. So when it comes to AI agents, just like any other form of AI, remember AI is a pattern machine, not a truth machine. And too many people are just believing what comes back from an agent. Now, when you've just done a single prompt, that's not too bad because you'll know to question it. When you use an agent is let loose on many potentially files or certainly questions, and it can keep going to fulfill a task, which is really powerful. However, it just increases the scale and the amount of the untruth if it does manage to get it wrong. So you've got to be really careful with an AI agent to make sure that you understand what it should be bringing back to you so that you can question it if it just doesn't look right. So AI really falls over when it comes to genuine human connection. And actually, even though we're just involved in fitting windows and doors, we need real human connection, and AI can't do that yet. It can imitate for sure, but it doesn't get real emotional connection. So if we're looking at recruiting people and throwing all of that through AI, yes, the AI can sift through CVs, it can deliver all of the facts, but it can't actually sit face to face with another person and work out whether they would be a good fit for you. That's an emotional conversation. So remember that AI is a pattern matching machine. So unless it's already seen the pattern, then it can't actually give you a good result. Now, have a look at that compared to your surveyor who's been on so many surveys in his lifetime. All of those patterns don't exist for the AI to be able to translate and turn that into a pattern. So anything where you've got a lot of knowledge stored in somebody's head, if that head has not been turned into a pattern yet, if it's not a knowledge base yet, That's the areas that AI just cannot touch. It can only invent the future based on what it's seen in the past. So the real crux of anything that you do with AI is the helper and not the leader. So you need to understand what you're doing in order to have useful help from your AI. If somebody comes new into the industry, there's lots of AI tools that can help them and certainly shortcut some of that learning. But if they lean on it too much and don't generate their own understanding, that can only lead to problems because they never know when to question the result that came back from the AI. So as a glazing installer, we're going to see more and more people claiming that AI is inside their software. However, you need to be careful. AI is really powerful, but only if it's doing powerful things. So here's 3 things that you should definitely be asking when somebody says they've got AI inside their software. Number 1, how does it help me? Of course, that's the key. AI for AI's sake doesn't help anybody. It needs to be focused on what is this AI going to do for me that couldn't be done without the AI. Second, you've got to start looking at data security when it comes to AI, because although it's just like any other IT system, AI can run at scale and at speed. And therefore, if there's something wrong, the consequences are far bigger, far faster. Third, AI should not put any complexity into your working day. AI should just exist just like any other tool in the background. Just think of it in terms of using power tools rather than hand tools. They don't make the job harder, they make the job easier. So if you're now looking at software or an AI solution and it promises to do everything for you, run. Run away, that's a red flag, because AI is just a tool. Consider AI like the best apprentice that you've ever had. In fact, probably really qualified apprentice, but you still stay in control. We have to maintain the human in the loop. If we look forward to the next 2 or 3 years for installation businesses specifically, AI is going to come in 2 forms. So first of all, it's going to come in the form of the tools that you decide to use. So these might be specific AI tools. You might use more of ChatGPT or more of Claude and tools like that. Deliberate, specific AI tools. And you're just getting more used to them and using them more and more. Definitely agents. So you're going to find more and more workflows that are automation plus AI, and that's essentially what an agent is. It goes and does multiple tasks without you having to keep coming back to it. So that's definitely going to be what you see more and more of over the next 2 to 3 years. However, I see that the majority of AI you're going to be using will be built into the tools already. It's just like a car. Most of the technology in the car, it didn't sit outside the car, it was just added into the car. All you did was bought a new car that happened to have more technology inside it. So my one thing that I would say to anybody looking at AI tomorrow is just make sure that you remember AI is a pattern matching machine, not a truth machine.
Great. That.
One hit wonder, mate. Done the first, not my first rodeo.